Hey guys, welcome to Degrees of Shining, and tonight's look is another in my clubbing series. It's my smoked out silver, and if you'd like to see how I did it, stay tuned. Okay, so I started with the usual stuff. I put some Urban Decay primer potion on my lids. That will help with creasing and help the shadow last longer. And the first thing I'm going to start with is a NYX Jumbo Pencil. This is milk, white. And I'm going to use a little bit of this up underneath my eyebrow as a highlight. So I'm going to dab that on. I'm just going to take my finger, my ring finger. Okay, and the next one I'm going to take is the L'Oreal Hip Pencil in Silver Lightning. So it's a metallic silver. And again, I'm going to dab this in this area, just under the white that I just laid down, and kind of blend it into it. And to the outer third of the eye, to just above the lid. Okay, I'm going to take the same pencil, you see it's nice and sharpened, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of silver down underneath my lower lash line, the inner third of that, and then just a little bit above, again, into the inner third. And you can take your finger and kind of smudge that out, or take a brush to get it to smudge out a little bit. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm laying down some black ground paint pot from MAC. It's a sample that I have. And I'm putting this all over the lid, the inner third, to just a little bit above the crease. This is going to serve as a foundation for the black that I'm going to lay down as a thick eyeliner and a shadow. Using a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm going to take some Cinderfella. This is MAC's Mineralize eyeshadow, and you'll see it's black with a shimmery silver veining through it. I'm not going to wet, I'm just going to dab my brush and tap off so I don't end up with a lot of fallout, because I already have my foundation on, so tap off. And then I'm going to lay this on the inner third of the lid over the black. What I'm going to do now is take the black portion from my Hot Contrast Duo. Again, this is a MAC Mineralize eyeshadow. Same flat brush. I'm just going to grab some of that flat black. I love it because it's creamy and smooth, and it is dark. You could use just about any black eyeshadow that you choose. And this is going to go on the outer third of the lid. And I'm going to kind of blend it in the middle with the Cinderfella that I already laid down. Okay, taking a fluffy brush, I am now just kind of blending all of that black that I laid down. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm taking the barest minimum, the smallest amount I can. I'm using some Mehron metallic powder. This is their silver. It is super concentrated. In fact, I got it from a company called Don Reed Productions. They actually subbed to my channel a while back, but they're on eBay. And I think their prices are very reasonable for Mehron products. And I'm just taking a little teeny amount off of the lid. I'm tapping that off. Actually, you could even blend it out a little bit on your hand. And I'm laying it over that silver pencil that I laid just above the crease and below the eyebrow. And I'm going to blend out that black there. So I'm blending the silver into the black. It's kind of a gray, but it's got some really pretty shimmer to it. So now what I'm doing is I'm laying down a super thick, it's almost a 60s type wing liner. Super thick and a lot further out. I was kind of using the eyeshadow that I already laid down as a guideline. As close down as I can to the lash line, right up onto the lid. Super thick. It's super dramatic. I am using Urban Decay's Perversion liquid liner. I love this stuff. I just bought a new bottle because I'm almost out of this one. They just had that 30% off sale, which is awesome. So I'm going to do this on both sides and try to make it even. I try to do them at the same time. That way I can watch what I'm doing, make sure that... Okay, to make that liner, which is so thick on the lid, a little bit more discreet, I'm taking a short dome crease brush, a little bit of that black from the Hot Contrast Duo, and I'm just kind of blending it over that liner on the lid. And I will confess, I made a goof over on this side, and it's really hard to get your eyeliner even, so take your time, practice, 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 practice. So even if this doesn't come out perfect tonight, I tried something new. So again, I'm just kind of blending out that liner that's on the lid. Not all the way out here, I want this to kind of be defined still, but I'm kind of blending this and camouflaging that super thick liner. What I'm doing now is taking some 24/7 pencil on a very tiny pencil brush. You can see I have a little bit on the tip there. And I am smudging this down below my lower lash line. Just about 2/3 in, right up to where that silver is. I'm taking a color called Frostbite. This is from Detrivore Cosmetics. It's a shimmery white. very finely milled, fine looking shadow, loose shadow. And this is just going over the milk that was down below my eyebrow as a highlight. Lots of shimmer. I like shimmer for night. You know, some people think it might be too much, but when you're in a club and the lights are low and the lights are flashing, it's kind of fun to have sparkle. As usual, I'm running out of time. I never have enough time when it's Saturday night and girls' night out. So I am going to stick on some lashes. These are Ardell 33s. I use Duo Adhesive. I've already put some on there, and I'm going to lay this down as close as I can to my natural lash line. Kind of flick it up into the eyeliner that I laid down. I don't use tweezers because I'm always afraid I'm going to poke myself. I see a lot of gurus use tweezers to push them down. Okay, while my lashes take hold and my eyelash curler is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of color on my cheeks. I'm just going to use a little bit of color. This is a Rosy Glow Shimmer Strip from Physicians Formula. Again, I tend to like their stuff. It's all made in Italy. And I think it's pretty good quality for the pricing. And if you can get it on sale and use a coupon, you know, it's very reasonable. And I think some of the payoff, the color payoff, is just as good as some of the higher end cosmetics. So I'm taking my 188 brush, that small stippling brush, which I use for blush and bronzer. And I'm going to go ahead and lay a little bit of this on my cheek. I already did lay down some bronzer earlier for contouring. Okay, now I'm going to take a highlight powder. This is a translucent pearl, again, Physicians Formula. It is their Mineral Glow Pearls. And this, I'm just going to lay as a highlight right over the highest part of my cheekbone, over the highest part of the apple, and just to kind of create a little bit of a highlight. And then right here, and then down the middle of my nose. Alright, so lashes are curled, and now I'm going to take some mascara and bond those two sets of lashes that I've put on. I'm just going to use my L'Oreal Collagen Lash, which I always use, and go ahead and put on a good coat of this, brushing up from underneath on my natural lashes into the false lashes, and it kind of helps them bond and stay in place. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and do my lips. Unfortunately, I'm still battling my Accutane, which is drying out my lips like crazy, so I had put on lip balm earlier. I've been using an Aquaphor for lips, and then Max Prep and Prime, and then I line with a nude liner. And tonight I'm just going to go ahead and use Like Venus, which has got a little bit of pink in it. It's a Dazzle Glass from MAC. And I'm just going to lay this over the Prep and Prime lip, and then with me I take a little bit of Aquaphor in a container and my lip gloss, and that is it for the lips. If I try to wear anything else, it shows the cracks and the breaks in the skin. It, you know, pigment, anything pigment and opaque will show up. So just a little bit of lip gloss. And that is it. That completes my shimmering silver smoky eye. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it, and then I have to hit the road because guess what? I'm late and I'm supposed to be there already. So a giant smoked out eye using Cinderfella, which is a black with a shimmery silver vein, a giant 60s style wing liner, and that was a challenge to match it up. I'll have to practice on that a little bit more. Rule of thumb, I guess, is just take your time when you're creating your winged eyeliner, and you'll see that black is smoked out, and then some silver fading up to almost a white shimmery highlight under the brow, and that giant eyeliner. Then over the lash line, a false pair of lashes, and then a coat of mascara to help those stick together, and then some black along the waterline, and then some smoked out liner and shadow underneath, and then in the inner corner some silver. And then the face is bronzed with a light pink for a blush, and then a shimmer highlight over that, and then lips lined nude and a light pinky type gloss on the lips. So I hope you enjoy the look. It was a lot of fun to do, something different. Again, in my clubbing series, I can get away with just about anything at night. It's kind of dark, people don't care. But it's fun to do something bold and dramatic. So definitely let me know what you think. It's a lot of fun, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye.